Well, we talk all the time about one of the most effective things we can do to bring people and get them to become Second Amendment activists is first you actually have to get them to be gun owners. So in order to do that, you've got to get them to the range. I've decided that we're actually going to do this. We're going to bring somebody to the range for the first time, and I can't think of a better person to bring to the range than Mr. Jim Geraghty, a guy who's been coming on NRA News for really the entire 7 years that we've been on the air. I'm just kind of embarrassed, Jim, that we didn't do this before now.
You're embarrassed. How about me for having written about this issue for so long and never having been a gun owner and honestly never fired a gun before? I've always kind of felt like when I write about this issue and having no experience and having never even picked up a gun in my life, the fear I'm going to come across as the single guy who's giving marital advice or something. So this is what happens when you go to the NRA convention. You hang around with guys like you and guys like Ed Friedman. All of a sudden said, hey, let's take you out to the range, and it actually starts to happen over many fun drinks in Pittsburgh.
Exactly.
So,
you know,
this is the fruition of that conversation.
Yeah, we've got to thank Ed. Ed, you're the man who made this possible. I mean, Jim and I probably would have just continued talking about this, but thank you for inviting us out here.
Well, we're thrilled that you guys could make it out here, and you know, we're big fans of NRA News and of National Review, and any chance we can get a new person into shooting, into the gun world, and hopefully into guns, maybe get a little more technical with them, and you know, that's a chance that we're not going to pass up, and you know, we're just delighted that you guys can make it out.
Started really good, then got comfortable, then the adrenaline, not so good, and I just don't even know what happened with this guy. I just was aiming for the H over there. That's what it really was. That one was more. That one I could smell the gunpowder. Definitely felt more kick. I have a feeling the shots were not nearly as accurate with that one. I feel like this one might be the embarrassing one. I don't know. I couldn't tell you which ones were the good ones and which ones were the bad ones. I mean, I guess the first one's probably since I didn't see any shots go in here. I guess I gradually got better, but it was kind of mortifying. They weren't wasn't that far away. On the other hand, if this was a bad person, it'd be good enough.
Yes.
The term "holy crap" comes to mind. That seemed like a very big gun for my first day. I have to say, it felt, you know, I can't tell how I did, but everything felt aligned. And you're right, that really was much less of a kick than I expected, though.
Honestly, for your first time shooting a rifle, which they can be a little more intimidating than a handgun, good work.
To avoid injury, used only in modern firearms in good condition, marked for use in this caliber. Well, that takes care of my plans to put this in a musket. I can see why, you know, if you're a pro-gun control person, the last thing you want anybody doing is not just picking up, not just for your political cause, but like, it now seems so less scary. I now see why this is a fun recreational activity, that it's not just a skill for law enforcement, it's not just something used in hunting or something, that just going there and it brings up the competitive nature of the marksmanship, of wanting to hone something I can definitely tell requires a certain amount of physical discipline and also mental discipline. There's almost something zen about it, which is probably not something most people would associate with it.
Oh, but, no, actually, I think people who shoot regularly would absolutely agree with that.
So,
very cool.
No,
so you had
Cam?
a good time. Will you be coming back?
Oh, I think that seems like a very safe bet. So I want to, Cam, thank you for making me do this.
Absolutely.
Ed, thank you for helping set all this up.
Well, Ed, thank you again. It was really cool.
Absolutely, guys. It was a blast.
Yeah.
I hope to do it again sometime. And Jim, you know, feel free if you want to come down and shoot, and you know, maybe take a little more than just a few rounds out of a gun.
I think so. I think,
pick one gun and shoot it for a while.
I can now appreciate this as like a, providing the time I have this in the time budget and the financial budget, this will be a skill I'd like to develop.
Awesome.